Okay, Gwen, we're good to go. 3, 2, 1. Introduce yourself, sir.
Introduce myself.
Again. How many times have you been on here?
3 times.
Which is fantastic.
Maybe. Not enough though, right? So I'm John Paap. For this sake, Sustainability Director at Vandenberg.
Okay, we're just at the end of the show. IFPA, Global Produce and Floral Show 2025. How has the show been for you, sir?
It's been really good. I mean, honestly, this is 17 years now going to the show.
Wow.
I think this is the busiest 2 days combined that I've seen traffic-wise at this show. So.
And why?
It's a question I've been asking myself. I actually spoke to Chief Science Officer at IFPA, Max, Max. And he said that he thinks the way they organized the show, they had a lot more activities going on. They had a catered tour of regenerative agriculture companies, and they got a lot of activity there. And they had a lot of additional touch points on the show that helped drive traffic.
And also, Kathy, CEO of the IFPA, in her State of the Industry, she summarised it by fight for fresh. And being very, very optimistic and positive. It feels like the sector's coming towards us. People are getting aware of how bad UPF, ultra-processed foods, is. How what you're doing is so good, you and your colleagues, that you're growing fresh produce, which is going to be good for everyone. Kids' health, family health, and that's why the sort of market. And we're going to lots of segues here, and also how they're so excited about their AI platform that they're creating. So it seems that we've got the wind behind us. Would you agree?
Overall, I would say I agree. There are some caveats, and maybe some things that people don't necessarily agree with, but food without doubt. Fruits and vegetables, I heard that message from Kathy loud and clear that the answer to a lot of our challenges around climate, sustainability, these things, is eating more fruits and vegetables. However, I would go a step further and say the types of fruits and vegetables we're eating, how those fruits and vegetables are consumed, and how they're transported. Because again, the problem is we talk about regenerative agriculture. We all want to get there. And honestly, we were there for millennia until only 150 years ago. The system we operate in today, we think it's so normal and so ubiquitous with our food supply chain system. But this is a very modern industrial system. And so fitting regenerative agriculture into the system will never truly be achieved because we have quasi-monocultures. We eat just a handful of the varieties that exist in the world of different, grapes or citrus, just a fraction. And by doing that, we are losing access to all these varieties, and as we grow and expand those few, we are losing that genetic material, that biodiversity of food, and that inherently goes against regenerative practices. So I'm not saying, of course, we're an importer. I don't want to see imports die. But we need to carve out and remove a section of imports and get back to that seasonality, local producing, because again, local fruits and vegetables, we all know it tastes better, it's more nutritious, it supports local farming communities. These are all things that are critical to the full picture. I think we've lost our way a little bit as an industry, global industry. It's not just US, UK, I'm sure, a lot of parts of the world. And so we need to bring in more indigenous people that are still doing that. Their knowledge
are you a lone voice in this
I feel like I am.
No, well, I'm going to counter back. I don't think you are. I think a lot of people are aware of food miles, air miles, especially in America, because it's such a huge country, and you have product coming from the Never Eat Shredded Wheat from the west coast to the east coast, thousands of miles, when actually if it was grown locally, or we just had something on a seasonality basis. But it's such a difficult oxymoron in some way. We want the fresh produce sector to grow, but it's got to grow here. It's got to grow sustainably.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
But that's why we need modern thinkers like yourself to get involved and be part of the IFPA to shape and guide them.
Exactly. I mean, I think there's inherent fear. We all like to be comfortable. And what's more comfortable than the system we know, the system we operate in every day? To deviate, to change that is a scary thing. But that's where real bravery comes, and you have to scare yourself a little bit and try these different things. Because if we're not truly afraid, nothing's ever going to change. Nothing ever changes without somebody being afraid or brave. And I hear a lot of talk, but not enough true, meaningful action to achieve those goals that we all, I think, we genuinely wanted to reach, but there's still a very strong level of fear.
It's interesting, but the best companies I come across are those that are worried, and because they're worried, they're doing something about it. So actually, you're right. We can't be jingoistic about the sector. It's good, but there's caveats.
Yes.
And we must make sure that we're not overtaken by enthusiasm of the likes of AI, and we've got to counter that with this sensible discussion about regen, about sustainability. It has to happen.
Yeah, we have to have those hard conversations, and it has to involve everybody in the industry. It can't just be a few small farms or growers or importers. We have to have the big companies at the table, the multinationals. We need to have associations like IFPA. We have to have governments. Everybody has to be at the table. We have to have those hard discussions, and it's going to be painful because it means certain people losing money, certain people losing control of different markets. But in the end, I believe at least that it will be a win-win-win for everybody by developing a truly.
Well done, and we're not going to wave a magic wand at 4 o'clock on a Friday at the.
All right, let's get to it.
At the end of the show, but to wrap up, you're optimistic about the future, but we need to work on this element that we just discussed.
I mean, you have to be optimistic. If you're not optimistic, then you've given up already. So of course, I would say I'm cautiously optimistic, and that's why I am. And why our company does do these things, because we want to be leaders in this space. We want to bring that change, and we want to be that voice. To your point, that can be very lonely feeling, but there are obviously other voices out there, and the louder we can send that message out, hopefully we attract like-minded voices. And
well done. And talking about other voices, can you just get in?
Oh yes.
I've got to ask you.
Yes.
What's your favourite fresh produce?
Specifically, autumn crisp grapes.
Oh man,
on the spot.
clementines.
You know what I like dragon fruit.
Yes, he said that for the last.
Did I say that last time?
He did. Yeah.
I'm consistent. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very
Well done,
consistent.
Steve. You're fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm just going to go get your logo. Well done.